Hello friends, and welcome to quiz number 4 from Midi II. I regret to inform you that this is my least favorite chapter in this class, and we're going to get through it, but if you don't pick up all of this, I'm okay with that. This is I think the most technical that we're going to get, and this is not stuff that I deal with very much at all, but I think we should study it. I think we should take a quiz. Okay, so let's dive right in. Question number 1. The track chunk or header chunk are the first 4 bytes of a standard MIDI file. That's just the way we start out, okay? And there is only one header chunk in a single standard MIDI file. So when you make one of those, this is again like that general MIDI song that we messed around with in Midi I, that it would conform to these sorts of things. All right. Format event is not a track chunk. All right. So there is something though called a running status, and again, this is not something that I really need to do very much, but it is. It shows you the way that MIDI is smart and can save time and energy in what they're doing. The running status means that all the subsequent MIDI messages sent after that will have the same status byte. It'll refer back to the same status byte information and will omit all the similar status bytes. So if it's note on, right, then you can just have it all of the, not repeat the note on part of the message over and over again. Okay. And in a standard MIDI file, a delta time value is added to the sysx message as opposed to being in real time, right? It doesn't have to be there. It can be set to play later. FF is the beginning of all meta event messages in the standard MIDI file, right? We've talked before about the hexadecimal code that can be used. FF would be the beginning of those meta events. A sequence will ignore a meta event if it is not recognized. If there's a problem, or if it's something that maybe one manufacturer uses and another one doesn't, that's fine. It just goes about its business and ignores the message altogether. It doesn't cause it to crash. There are 16 types of meta events in a standard MIDI file, or available to standard MIDI files. At the end of a track, end of track event is a specific meta event added to that track chunk in the standard MIDI file, right? So we had the header at the beginning, end of track event at the end. And it is false that the sequence name metadata event is obligatory and usually found at the end of the header chunk. Whew. Well, we made it through. The kangaroo made it through. But at these prices, she still is not surprised.